Hello, everyone, and welcome to this Better Academy broadcast. I'm here with Chabubba, casting this Tier 2 matchup. This is definitely this is the match of the week. I don't care what anyone says at BA. This is the match of the week. This is No Daylight versus Blackout, two very powerful teams in the Tier 2 division of Better Academy. And I don't really know much about Better Academy. I'm the new guy on the block, but I have Chabubba here who knows a lot about both of these teams, and I'm going to send it over to him to give you some insight on both of these teams.
No Daylight versus Blackout, a rematch of the finals. Last season's finals was this exact match. Now, both teams have moved on from a lot of players, but the key assets of the lowest star players have stayed the exact same. Now, both the teams are undefeated in the Group A. This could be the deciding game to figure out which team is gonna make it in the playoffs as a first seed. This is a very exciting matchup, and in my opinion, the game of the week, the deciding factor for Tier 2.
Yeah, don't listen to what BA says. No one wants to watch no-win teams playing on the Better Academy channel. This is why we're here on the Joker's Ransom channel. We have those quality broadcasts that everyone loves to watch, and we're gonna send it into Ilios as this is our first match of the week 3 map pool. As you can see on the map pool scene here, Ilios, Hanamura, Kings Row, and Havana, and then Busan if need be. So we're gonna send it into Ilios right now. And Chababa, what are you expecting to see from both of these teams here on Ilios?
No Daylight. I'm expecting a Farah comp from No Daylight. They have D84 Soldier, who's a monster on the Farah. Really a good player on that regard. Probably a Ryan Hogg from both teams. That seems to be the meta, especially with Seabass on Blackout. He was on No Daylight last season, but he got cut. He got cut and benched for finals. Let's see how he can take revenge on his old team.
Wait, let me make sure I actually have my pause bound here, chat. I do indeed have my pause bound, so that's good.
They don't leave.
Oh,
Yeah.
we have a lever.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate. We're gonna send it back to the casting scene while we wait to see what's going on with Ender. But we're looking at the lineup currently for the side of Blackout. We're gonna see Ryan. We're gonna see Ryan Sigma here. That's kind of interesting as the Sigma nerf came through. Maybe he's just teasing it as of right now, and we're gonna also see the farmers, like you said, from the side of Okay, we're ready to go back in, but let me just make sure. Oh, Joe is in lobby full spec. Okay. Oh, what happened?
Ender DC'd again. The rule that means he has 5 minutes to come back. This is the second DC, but
Okay, he's
probably
back.
doesn't even matter.
He's back. He's back. Okay.
And there's another DC.
Oh my goodness, bro, stop! I just want to cast some non-goats here. That's why I'm doing this, bro. It's just
The DDoSing.
I'm actually DOSing them, chat. It's me. Ban me. What the is going on? Oh my.
And there goes Ender.
This is really fun. Well, let's talk about what do you want to talk about, Chabubba, while we wait for the DCs to come back in. We're gonna talk about sports.
Yeah, why not? Earl Thomas just got cut from the Seahawks.
I did.
Sorry, not the
No,
Seahawks. From the Ravens. I don't know why I
did
said.
see that. I did see
Yeah.
that. Last night, my Dallas Stars took down the Colorado Avalanche. 5-3.
You're a Dallas Stars fan?
Yes, I'm a Dallas Stars fan and then an Ottawa
Why?
Senators fan. Because I can be.
Oh. I'm a Preds and Pens fan.
The Pens are
Go Predators.
Garbage.
Okay. Just because we lose to the Maple Leafs doesn't mean we're all crap.
Garbage.
All right.
I think we're just gonna. What's going on?
Oh, wait.
They want to just put Smash in.
Yeah.
That's fine. The map hasn't really started. I don't really care.
Yeah. It's.
Is Smash a tank player?
I'm unsure. I'll look at it. I've never heard of this guy before. Seems to be tier 1.
Yeah.
And he's the support. He's a flex player. Not sure what he plays.
But and then last night the Lakers winning, that was pretty poggers. If you
Yeah, it was really good to watch.
Okay, Smash is playing DPS, and then Ender's gonna be back. But tonight, the Boston Celtics finished their 4-game sweep over the Philadelphia 76ers.
Luka pulled on a show today.
Dude, I love Luka Doncic. Too bad he's on the Dallas Mavericks.
Yeah, he had a 43-point triple-double and a game-winning shot. Actually insane. Wait, how are you a Dallas Stars fan but not a Dallas Mavericks fan?
Cause fuck the Dallas Mavericks, bro.
How do you feel with the Cowboys then? You gotta hate the Cowboys. Right?
I hate the Cowboys too.
Then why do you like the Stars?
Because of Jason Spezza.
Okay, yeah, kind of. Okay, I see where you're getting at there. But I still hate any Dallas team.
Bro.
Fuel, fuck them.
Fuck the Dallas Fuel. Dog shit organization. I'm sorry if there's any Dallas Fuels fans in chat.
Leave.
Leave.
Oh.
You're not
Heck
welcome.
W.
No. If you're a Dallas Fuel fan, the price of admission is a tier 1 sub, so make sure to drop a subscription to my channel right here, right now. Let me just throw up the, have you heard about Twitch Prime? Guys.
Feel free to click on the subscribe button, see if you got a Twitch Prime sub
available.
available.
Have you heard about Twitch Prime?
Also, you guys have an Amazon Prime account, or your parents, or
Twitch
mom, dad,
Prime?
brother, sister, aunt, uncle, or cousin have an Amazon Prime account. You can link your Amazon Prime account to your Twitch account and get Twitch Prime for free. Also, if you do obtain Twitch Prime,
your parents.
Sorry, it's Prime Gaming, dog. But what I don't really.
So he has
I don't really care about this 5-minute rule. If Blackout wants to enforce
Nah.
it, but I want this to be as fair as a thing as possibly can. But we have Ender in now. Ready? Let's see if Raichu's ready. Okay, we're ready to go in now. We're actually able to start this thing up, and it's finally time, Chabubba.
Now is the time. You waited about 10 minutes for this.
It is
It's
indeed. We have waited about 10 minutes. We're gonna run next time on the Zarya. There were better Zarya players available. Just saying, but
Unlucky.
I guess they didn't know I was LFT. Here we go. We're gonna see Smash Mouth getting the first pick in the fight. Gonna go in. No Daylight pushing the pressure on to Blackout, and it's looking like the side of No Daylight is gonna take this. Take the hold of the point early in this series as they get the picks on to 3 of Blackout.
Yeah, really aggressive push there with the Hog and Zarya, putting the pressure deep into Blackout territory.
Yeah, we're getting the first pick from Raichu. Or Raich, what do I call him?
Raichu.
Right, okay, that's what I thought. It's Raichu.
Yeah.
He gets the picks onto Smash Mouth in the end, and they're gonna not have that key hit scan to deal with the fire in the sky for this next coming fight. They're gonna have the Hog going, and they're switching over to the Hog Zarya composition that's been dominating ranked so far, but it's gonna be Soldier getting the pick onto Seabass in the end, and there we now have this Soldier going, Raichu getting the pick onto Ender as well. So both Hogs going down in that fight. The Nano being used by Oscar onto Dex, onto Rare Rage, but it's gonna be looking like the side of Blackout is going to be taking this first round as Raichu getting 3 in that fight.
Really interesting play there to opt for the Brigida instead of a Pocket Farah. You know, it's one of those, I guess, stylistic things. Maybe you think Mosmer is confident on the Farah just enough to get value without a pocket, but I don't know. He hasn't been doing much with it so far.
Yeah, he hasn't even built up that barrage, and he's gonna look for that barrage to be key ultimate in one of these upcoming fights here. As Smash Mouth getting the picks, getting some dinks onto Raichu and going down to Soldier in the end. Soldier during some air rock ground. He's gonna look for this Blossom, but it's not gonna be needed as Ender is going to be getting them off the side of the map. No one pick coming from Mosmer's barrage getting Vix Uzi out of the fight, but it's not going to do anything as Wiseful going to finish up on the kill onto Mosmer in the end.
You know, if I'm on the side of Blackout, I'm thinking that Mercy would be the difference. They were running the Ashe earlier, but it looks like Mosmer's going to off the far after he used ult with Doomfist. Very interesting change of pace here.
Yeah, it's going to be really interesting, especially with the Reaper in play for the side, the Reaper and McCree in the side of the Daylight, as they have 3 stuns available for this Doomfist, and it's really interesting. Here comes the Graviton Surge coming out from Dextime, getting 2-3 with the Death Blossom from Soldier, but it's not going to really enough in his end because they're going to trade out and Seabass getting him in the end. It's going to be the overtime going into effect, but it's going to be Blackout taking this next round, or taking their capture percentage and getting back into this fight.
Seabass onto his signature hero, you know, the Roadhog, he's known for it. And whenever you're sitting on point alone, you want a tank to be there, or there's a Roadhog or Reinhardt, just someone to deal consistent damage. And honestly, that was basically the difference. Ender seemed to die early in that fight.
Yeah, but right now the Smash Mouth is gonna have this high noon on point, but Sebastian getting that first pick in the end. It's gonna be Dextime going down, but Ender gonna be following it up as well, getting Mosmer getting out of the fight, but Raw Rage are going to get Soldier out of the fight as well, and it's gonna be No Daylight pushing back to wait for their respawn to come in to get a good next fight. But there goes Ender getting the hook onto Sebastian. It's going to be huge for this next fight as Mosmer is almost down as well. And he's going to get killed in the end. Seabass going to get, or it's not Seabass, what's his name? The Raichu getting 2 in this fight. Sorry for the all over stuff. Raichu as Bob getting another as well, but it's looking good for the side of No Daylight as they're going to have the people on point, and there's going to be another kill from their Roadhog, and they're getting the picks necessary in the end. But Seabass on that Roadhog going to get Dextime out of the fight, and then it's looking good for now. It's looking good for the side of Blackout as they're going to be cementing on the point. And Here comes Smash Mouth's High Noon. In the end, gonna get one with it. Mosmer's spin. Oh my goodness, I forgot what the name of that ultimate is.
Seismic Slam.
Seismic Slam. Mosmer gonna get one with the uppercut as well, and it's looking good for the side of Blackout with Mosmer's Doomfist hard carrying this point right now as they're gonna get another kill with that pick. But Dex Time going back on the wrecking ball, getting Mosmer out of the fight, but it's not gonna be enough in the end. Mosmer going to do enough damage, and Blackout taking the point.
No Daylight with a really with good chemistry with their tank line, putting Bubble on the Roadhog as he walked on the point, stopped to sleep and let No Daylight get 2 people off the point really early. Now Blackout did take the first round, but it was no real one side of the fair. It was very much flip-flopping between the two sides the entire round, and now it looks like both teams going to go with a pharmacy. Basically mirrored comps, except for Raichu is not going to be running his Ash. Instead, he's going to be running a Junkrat, while Smash Mouth is back on his McCree.
Yeah, Smash Mouth on the Kree. The Kree is still staying on the Kree is going to be good for Mosmer on the Pharah, but Raichu not on that Ash that he was on that last. Is going to let Soldier get free reign in the sky with only really the Pharah to deal with him at all. But OG Q-San going down somehow.
Yeah, it looks like there's a bit of a miscommunication there with the pharmacy as he jumped off the map, maybe just to get a bit of a respite.
Maybe, but it's gonna be No Daylight taking this first capture percentage in the end because of it, and now it's gonna be very hard for them to push this. As now Raichu going over to the Far to deal with Soldier in the Sky, and I don't think you've ever heard that sentence said before. As Sebas getting overextending in the end, but Mosmer as well going to turn it back, and Vic Zuzi going down to the Pharah from Blackout, and it's going to be pushing back to get some reprieve as Dex Time going down, getting over aggressive, and you don't want to see that from your Zarya. You got to be your staple pick if you're running this Zarya Hog composition.
So Ender's going to go down early as Seabass is going to pick up another one at Mosmer. Onto the point, going to clean it up is kind of an unlucky res there on Ender.
Yeah, and
put him in the middle of nowhere.
It's just going to be a lot of all charge going to Raichu as he's just dinking heads and getting the kills for the side of Blackout, and he's doing a lot with it. A lot with this Ash. Ash has been a very staple pick in this meta for a long time, as the Dynamite just does so much for chip damage, and a pocketed Ash can do a lot.
Looks like it does. Besides the one fight, both Pharahs are building up ult at almost identical rates. They both have the ult right now.
Yeah, but it's looking like Soldier going down very low, but it's not going to get any, not going to die in the end. And there goes the Graviton Surge come rare. Not going to get anything, but it's going to be Mosmer getting the 5K. Oh my goodness, we didn't get it on stream, but it's still going to be huge for the side of... And Mosmer going to get the 6K in the end. You'll love this, chat. Put it in chat. Poggers for Mosmer as he gets... 6K, a 5K barrage, and then finishes up onto the Mercy in the end. Now it's going to be very difficult for No Daylight to push this. I believe, if I think that's what I think at least. Yep.
Yeah, Mosmer with a really early pick there.
I think you gotta start running double hit scan if you're the side of No Daylight here. Is Mosmer's just doing so much damage. She's just doing so much, and Oscar getting in on the kill feed. The Ana, you don't like to see it when the Ana is getting kills in the kill feed, and it's gonna be going up to 85% now. It's gonna be last fight territory. Do you think No Daylight have any chance of getting this taking this map win?
Probably not without using every single ult they have plus another one. You know, Smash Mouth on the McCree, not a reliable pharmacy counter. And Raichu gonna throw a bomb on point. Gets two with it. Or Raichu also will headshot the 84 soldier and will go down to Ender. But Mosmer, give me the difference is it only supports alive. They can't
Yeah,
touch.
it was really just kind of a Mosmer show there on Ilios, but it is very known for that Pharah play. If you look at any other higher tier teams, they'll usually run Pharah on this. They'll usually run Pharah on Ilios, as it's just a very good Pharah map.
Yeah, Mosmer, normally known for his Doomfist, is gonna come out on the far and really pops off on ruins, looking beautiful.
And look at that, 58 kill percentage for Mosmer. Five environmental kills from Ender, but it's not enough, as Mosmer is just doing everything for the side of everything for the side of Blackout there. And now we're gonna go into the next map. It's going to be Hanamura. What do you expect to see from these teams here, Chabubba?
For No Daylight, I expect more snipers.
Yeah, you gotta expect more snipers, as it was just really we're not gonna see.
Yeah, it just seemed like an uncontested show there.
Yeah, it just wasn't looking good for the side of No Daylight, as Mosmer was just free to do whatever he wanted, really, as in the air with that Pharah pick. And now with this Hanamura, I don't think there is still a chance we're gonna see a Pharah. Pharah defense can work on Hanamura, but it's not ideal, and we could see if I'm being honest, we could see a Torbjorn.
Yeah, I'm excited to see if they come out with a Torbjorn. But what I'm really excited to see if they are going to pull out the Pharah on defense. Now there is one really good spot at the first point where you can shoot directly into the choke and almost be uncontested. Now the Symmetra also known for this. The Symmetra also known for this map. No, there's no real Symmetra player, are there?
No, you don't really specialize in Symmetra unless you're having a meme account and
stick.
I mean, you could. I mean, if you're Billowy Splash 5, you could specialize in the Symmetra and get 2,000 teleporters on a Li Zhang Tower match, but dude, that was a roller coaster of a match. 15-minute or 20-minute Li Zhang Tower match. We just kept rolling the enemy team and didn't capture the point at all. If we had all six, we would have probably gotten to at least 5,000. But our sixth DC'd and like halfway through .1. But now we're going into Hanamura. We're gonna not switch any sides yet. With Blackout still in the red and No Daylight in the blue. Yeah, I'm just excited to see if we could, we might be able to get a hog here, maybe, I don't know. But like I said, Hanamura is our next map in this map pool of week 3, and now we're in the game, and
Go Rocco, coming in for Seabass, who won Player of the Week last week for the match. Lucky 13 Diamonds. Sorry, Lucky 13. Yeah, it was Lucky 13 Diamonds versus Blackout. Very interesting choice, especially because Hog is so powerful right now.
Yeah, Hog is just the best tank to play right now, even though it shouldn't be. Bottoms up, Chabubba.
Bottoms up.
Cheers.
Yeah, I'm really interested to see, and a Zarya Hog defense coming in on the side of No Daylight, kind of a different thing, especially with this, but it's a norm instead of this meta. And you also see the Pocket Ash and Smash Mouth coming out on onto the Junkrat. On the attacking side, you have a normal comp coming out of Ryan Zarya with a May Pocket Ash and D Naster onto the Baptiste, comfort pick form if I would call it.
Can I just say how much I hate that Hog Zarya's meta? I mean, as a Zarya main, I like it, but Hog, I just don't like Hog. But we're gonna go into this next fight here. The side of Blackout going down low, Raichu going down to Soldier in the end, and Joe Wallaby's going to use his res in in this fight, and they're gonna go into a concussion mine from Smash Mouth, getting 2, and it's gonna be the side of Smash Mouth getting 4 in the fight. Ender as well, getting on the kill feed, and it's gonna be the Gong of Death for the side of Blackout.
Amazing play there by Smash Mouth, but their own May walled him in, and it was just a shooting range. He already has his tire, and the side of Blackout, no ults are available.
Yeah. Usually alts, if the alts will favor the defense if they win that fight, and you see it on this with this Smash Mouth tire. But Soldier going down very early in this fight. Mosimer with the pick, but he got over aggressive and not gonna get he's going to die in the end, and there's gonna be Smash Mouth getting the pick onto Roko. With the tire, he was slept by Vix Uzi, and it's gonna be Soldier again getting D Naster, and it's gonna be Blackout going back for their back for a regroup.
Yeah, good play there by Vix Uzi to get a cheeky sleep onto Roko. Stuck into the choke, just had to pop bolt on top of him. Just a questionable ult came out by D Naster, although it could have made sense if they pushed in with it.
Yeah, and now we're gonna go in here. Bob going for the side of Blackout. Both Bobs going outside when they're gonna hold the whole hog coming from Ender in the end. They're gonna get Rare Rage out of the fight. D8 for Soldier getting his Ash counterpart out in this fight as well. And it's gonna be Blackout going back for another regroup, as now Kuroko is going to have his Graviton Surge online, and despite what some may say, i.e. the caster test for CGL, it is a game-changing ultimate. As you can see there, Dex Time getting out of the fight early. Wiseful getting the res, but it's not going to be enough, as Kuroko going to get 2 in this fight, and Smash Mouth going to Mosimer, but it's looking good for the side of Blackout, but Dex Time getting the pick as well. It could be it's both tanks on the point for No Daylight. It's gonna be Dex Time getting 2 in the fight. It's gonna be huge. It's still Ender on the point. That's good for the side of No Daylight. He's gonna get Mosimer out of the fight, and it's gonna only get the whole hog, and it's gonna be Ender winning that fight for them in the end. Wistful gonna be the Alpha Mercy and getting Joe Wallaby out of this. Getting out of the fight, and now it's 30 seconds left on the clock, and they don't really have anything to push with this.
That was a must-win fight right there. They engaged with all their ultimates, all their power that they could, and just wasn't enough at the end of the day. Smash Mouth still has Tire and Vix Uzi getting a nice sleep in the beginning of the fight on Rare Rage, whipping up the air as well, and she has her ultimate as well coming out of the Nano.
Bob coming out from Raichu, but it's not gonna get anything doing. He's gonna get the tire though from Smash Mouth. They're gonna get the nano boost onto Ender in the end. It's gonna be Smash Mouth getting Joe Wallaby after he gets the res, and it's gonna get Ender again. Just hard carrying this point for the side of No Daylight, and Soldiers Bob doing something, and it's gonna be No Daylight getting the full hold on Hanamura first.
Yeah, a really astounding play there by both the tanks of No Daylight. Really making up the ground they lost, getting Mosimer getting an early pick almost every fight there, but it just seemed like every single fight that they were down one, Ender and Dex Time kind of rose them back from the grave. Also, Joker, I believe your mic's a bit close to your face.
It is, and definitely close to my face because I'm making sure it's close to my face.
Apologies.
Um, hey, I gotta use the new mic stand, even if it is very poorly. It's very poor, and I am sorry, Chad. I forgot to update the score. I got back into this matchup very quickly, and I forgot to do that on the overlay, and I'm very sorry for that. But now it's updated, and we'll have a break, so I make sure it's updated for this after this map, because I have to switch sides and everything. That takes a lot of time. But like we just said, no daylight. Taking that first round very or well, not very, they didn't take the first round. They defended that first round very well, and now they just have to get 33% on this first point. But DA Soldier getting the first pick with the Widow, and then the Widow pick is paying out for right now. And there goes Ender going to get the pick onto Kuroko, and they're not going to have the res for him anymore. They're going to push this in. Rare Rage gonna get this pick onto Dex time, and Dean Nast are gonna as well, and it's going to be no day or Blackout holding this point after a very shaky start from them.
Yeah, it was a really good play there by the 84 Soldier with a grapple smooth as silk pick, and it was really good there. And Mossimer, whenever Kuroko was overextending, used his wall. Thought it was all over, but just Raichu seeming to get it out of nowhere.
And yeah, man, now it's looking good for the side of Blackout, as the ultimates are going to be online. Rare Rage going down, and D Soldier not getting any picks, and he's going to go down the wall from Mossimer, going to get him out. But Ender is going to be the hero again. He's going to get Dean Aster out of the fight, but Kuroko and Raichu, the dynamite of Raichu, doing all everything for him, and Kuroko going to get D-Roko out of the fight. And they're going to use Whole Hog here. Down of man, and it's not looking like a smart decision, as they don't get really any picks from it. It's not going to be under 2 minutes. It's going to be almost 2 minutes until they have to until the tie for this map.
Yeah, Ender again getting an early pick inside of that fight, but it just doesn't look like they can make an advantage with it. As a early ult here is coming out from Osmer, but D84 Soldier with a 2K out of nowhere, being pocketed by Wiseful.
And
so you can pick up another one as Ender.
Looking good for the side of No Daylight now, is Vic Suzy getting the Dex time, getting the pick on to Dean Aster, and now just the Bob and Raichu on point, and Raichu getting a little bit done. Dex time getting the pick on to him in the end, and there goes the Tracer back for Mossimer and the Wrecking Ball as well. Rare Rage messing up his jump over, and that's going to be a huge throw for the side of Blackout. But Kuroko getting D84 Soldier out of the fight. Smash Mouth going to get Mossimer. And it's anybody's game now. It's looking good. But Raichu again getting the pick onto Smash Mouth Ender. Doing Ender things. And there goes the Graviton Surge out from Dex time. Going to get them off the point. And it's going to be the side of No Daylight taking this map in the end.
A really dominant showing there by No Daylight. Kind of pulling out the tank difference there, if you don't mind me saying, is Ender really a monster during the whole game, getting an early pick and keeping the point alive throughout it all. You can't forget about Smash Mouth. You know, we got that 5K at the beginning. He's gonna pop it back up if it goes to during the next hybrid map. I'm excited to see how it'll go.
Yeah, and we're gonna send it to a quick break here, as I need to update everything with the overlay, as we're not on a little thing that I'm usually used to with CGL. We don't have a website that can just swap the scoreboard for me. So we're going to send it to a quick break here, and we'll be back in a few short moments with map 3 of Kings Row for the side of... and we're going to see how both sides get on. I just need to make sure I have the correct overlays ready for the intermission, and we will be right back. And we will see you all on Kings Row. See you all in a little bit. Hello, everyone, and welcome back to this Better Academy Season 4 broadcast. This is a Week 3 matchup between Blackout and No Daylight. No, I didn't update the over the caster overlay. I updated everything else, but I didn't update that, Chabubba, and I'm sorry.
Very
for
unlucky.
that. But now we're gonna go into map 3. It's gonna be Kings Row. And what are you expecting from both of these teams here on this next point, or on this next map?
Both sides coming out with different philosophies, but I expect the 84 soldier to be on that Widow again. He clicked heads. Well, he put his right trigger and aimed where heads are going to be. I expect him to be back on that Widow, especially on attack, maybe even defense, to check whoever comes out on this side of Blackout on Pharah or Widow, because Widow is probably one of the best heroes in the game right now.
Yeah, it's Widow has just been Widow is with that one shot potential. Sorry, that's what the word I'm looking for. Is very key, and especially with this first point of Kings Row, as now we're gonna have no daylight on the attack first, and Blackout going to be defending first. So we're gonna be switching sides. Red is no daylight, and Blackout's gonna be blue. It should be very interesting to see, and especially with how this is a Kings Row is a very Orion-centric map. If you think about it, Chabubba. You don't. If you think about Kings Row, you really think about the Reinhardt play from anyone. Really, you just think about the big plays that have come out from Ryan's on this map, and it's gonna be really weird to see if we don't see that Reinhardt. We're just gonna see that Ryan or the Hog Zarya comp that's just been dominating ranked these past couple of weeks. But. We're gonna send it into into Kings Row now, as we have the readies up from both sides. And what are you thinking? What are you expecting for compositions here?
Again, with the Ryan, with the maybe a Ryan Zarya, Ryan Pig, and a Roadhog, probably on the side of Blackout, on the side of no daylight. You're probably gonna see a double off tank, but it looks like it's gonna be Ryan Zarya.
Yeah, and it's looking like Ryan Zarya right now. And it's good to see us. I enjoy a bit of Zarya play myself, as I like to play Zarya. I wish people were running Zarya Winston, but that's not what anyone's doing. Sad. But we're gonna see the Rhine Roadhog from both sides, and we're going to see Ash Torbjorn from the side of the defense. And what do you think about that?
I want to see the hammer kill, but I'm not sure it's gonna come. But it's a really strong comp in the Ash Torbjorn. You got stuff to damage the front line with the torch burst damage, and you have something to contest snipers with the Pocket Ash.
Yeah, it should be really interesting how this goes in the favor, which side it goes for. As both sides have one-shot potential in their hit scan DPS, but if I'm being honest, I prefer the pocketed Ash. If I'm the side
Pause.
of no. Yeah, and we got the pause. And from as we saw, I think it was a soldier who was looking not very in the game, as we just saw him looking down at the floor. But let's talk about the comps a little bit. Which comp do you prefer here, Chabubba?
I prefer Blackout, the Pocket Ash difference, and also, Brig is kind of not a good pick. I'm gonna be real.
Yeah, I mean, Brig is still decent, but there's Mercy's still very good in this. As much as I hate Mercy players, as they've thrown many of comp games, as me on Reinhardt, not getting any healing from the Mercy Lucio comps that are run in Platinum for some reason. But again, I do. I think especially with the pocketed Ash on the side of Blackout, I think they have the upper edge here. As look at the alts already. Raichu 20% of his ultimate, and both DPS, sorry, from the other side of the no daylight.
There was a very interesting play. There was a really interesting play there at the beginning where Wiseful was on Baptiste, and the Baptiste stood on top of the sniper's nest and put down his Amort field, and it was a really good play because if they were running a Widow that was putting their sights up there, it would be a free 1-on-1. Basically, it's acting like a shield. A really good play there.
I forgot I was on camera and took a big swig of my Mike's.
Very unlucky.
Yeah, but you know, I need to have a drink then now and then. And I'm not gonna say what I was gonna say about the league, because I enjoy Better Academy, even with some questionable decisions by management, but still very fun. It's very fun to see some 2-2-2 action when I'm basically required to cast anything GOATS related for the CGL at the moment, because no one wants to cast GOATS with me, so I'm just there producing everything. Speaking of that, let's look at the stream schedule if I need to pick anything up.
Yeah, I mean, talking about the game, it's very interesting seeing a Mei on attack. You know, I guess it could make a lot of sense conserving shield health, probably making sure that they can't get a wall down. Sorry, a good hook Seabass can't, but it's very, you know, it's very a defensive-minded hero, isn't it?
Yeah, especially when Mei was meta. I mean, Mei will never be bad until she gets rid of that wall, but
until she's an off tank.
Until she's doesn't have that wall anymore, she's still going to be a very good character to play. But you never really ran it. I mean, you did run Mei on offense, but that was when both teams were running Mei, and you had to outplay the other Mei with a wall placement to get the Reinhardt separated. And this isn't really a Reinhardt meta, as we saw from the first map, as Zarya Hog was dominating both tank lines. And it is indeed interesting because Mei just really works well with a Reinhardt-based comp, so I get why they're running it. But
hey, sorry to interrupt you, but I think we have readies from both sides, and looks like the 84 soldier is done with lagging.
Oh, okay. We're ready to go in. Sorry about that. We're gonna send it back to the game now as Smash Mouth getting the pick onto Mosimer's thing. Turret.
So it looks like the 84 soldier is not moving. So it's gonna be you might be seeing another pause coming in here to the game.
Yeah. Yeah, he's just not moving at all.
Yeah, you might as well pause it.
Yeah, he's not moving at all. This is. Council. Online play, Chabubba.
Well, in other news, Better Academy General Chat has been muted for 5 minutes again.
Of course it has, because they don't know how to actually.
It's okay.
We can put alpha in. That's only okay if with Raichu, if we want to restart the map. Tell them that. It's up to Raichu if they want to if they're okay with restarting the map and putting alpha in.
We don't have to restart the map.
Yeah, but still.
I don't think we should restart the map because of the comps. But I think we should probably, I don't know, just sub them in.
Ask Raichu. ask Raichu if he's okay with subbing in Alpha. But
Yeah, right. I'm getting news from Raichu. Not scuffed.
not
On our fault.
not scuffed on our fault. Bro, this is a ridiculous. I'm sorry, this is a ridiculous decision coming from the side of Evans, in my opinion.
Sub in Alpha for the 84 soldier.
Okay, so he's fine with that.
Mm-hmm.
Well, don't have an EU player. It's just that simple. Are we ready? I mean, he can get irritated all he wants. This is an online tournament, and
We are ready.
he can.
It's an NA. It's an NA tourney.
It's an NA tournament. You can't blame the person. You can't blame this on us. It's an online tournament. You have to expect
Easy
DCs
disconnection.
and stuff like that.
It just happens.
Don't play an NA tournament if you're irritated with.
Well, other news, Raichu with a really early pick on Smash Route is going to cause their time bank to go down even further.
Yeah. Well,
No daylight.
And it's kind of unfortunate as excuse me. Now they're not gonna have a hit scan player to counter the side of Alpha, or not Alpha, Raichu. And he's gonna do a lot. He's still gonna do a lot of damage, especially with this pocket and the dynamite. And it's gonna get a big dynamite going in from Raichu as the side of No Daylight going to be wrapping around, getting the turret out of the fight, and now it's going to be they're going to be waiting to see if someone decides to push them, and if they do, they're going to have that May wall up and ready to go to get them out of the fight, and they're going to have the May wall out, and Raichu though is going to get the picks. He's going to be on the high ground, and he's going to get two in the fight. Rare Rage and Dean Aster gonna get in on the kill feed as well, and it's gonna be Blackout taking that fight again.
Raichu, a monster. Kind of. I wouldn't say putting the team on his back, but he is doing a lot of work, and this is one of the reasons they are in a position where they are right now.
Yeah. Still kind of mad at Raichu didn't pick me up, but like. No one picked me up. Sad face. But it's a big slam coming out from Rare Rage, and it's looking good for the defense of Blackout as Seabass gonna get that melee kill onto Alpha Major. And now it's a minute left for the side of No Daylight to get the capture percentage, the capture going in this fight.
A really good play there by Blackout to conserve their ultimates. Only pocket Ash and throw the slam into it. That's all you need.
Yeah, now they're gonna go with the Molten Core onto the floor. We're gonna have the Alpha Major getting the pick onto Mosimer, and the Bob going to do a lot of damage. In the end, Raichu gonna get Alpha Major out of the fight, and they're gonna get Dean Aster, and that's looking good for Blackout now as they don't have that main source of healing for the side of Blackout and Ender, and Smash Mouth getting in on the kill feed. Seabass going down, Oscar as well, Rare Rage going down, and it's gonna be end of the 11th hour. The side of No Daylight going to be taking point 1 and getting the payload unlocked.
Yeah, an interesting play there to kind of drop off of point, I would say. Just die, point, hook shot the tester really easy as Ender. The hook.
Yeah, that was a very big play. Ender's just doing a lot for this No Daylight squad right now, and I think if you're the side of if you're the side of Blackout, you need to really deal with him in some way, shape, or form. And now we're going to see Mosmer going over to that Pharah that was so deadly on Ilios. And I think it's going to be a good pick for him, as we Alpha not... I don't know if Alpha's known for his hit scan play. But it's not going to matter. It's not going to matter, as the Hook and Wizful getting the damage... and it wasn't the Pharah who went down. It was the Ashe who went down. I'm seeing things, Chabubba. And it's going to be the side of... No Daylight gonna get a big slam going on to the side from Dex time, but it's gonna be Mosmer again with the 3K barrage, and it's looking good for the hold now from Blackout.
A really good play there by Mosmer to bide his time in the sky and really find a good opportunity to use his ult. Also, D-Naster hitting a monster sleep onto Wiseful on Brigida. Really just a good all-around team play there. You know, some big kills, but it really was just, you know, more than one person carrying that fight.
Yeah, and we're gonna see a lot of dual DPS ultimates online for the side of No Daylight, so they should be able to push this. They're gonna probably invest this Blizzard. They're going to invest the Blizzard now, and then it's gonna be Rare Rage getting singled out and down, but Raichu getting 2 Seabass as well with the whole hog, and it's gonna be Mosmer to finish it out in the end. It's gonna be now a very last second engage for this last fight, this last team fight.
Yeah, you know, Seabass using his whole hog, really putting the nail in the coffin for the enemy team. But if you're on the side of Blackout, you're not really as confident as you were. You only have 2 ultimates coming up. You have Nano and Barrage, maybe Slam if you're lucky. But let's see what they can do.
And Mosmer again with the 2K barrage, and it's going to be that's all she wrote for the side of No Daylight, as they couldn't recover from Soldier disconnect in the beginning of in the beginning of that, and it's not looking good for them in this map of King's Row.
Yeah, it was a really unlucky play there. Not really unlucky. It was a really well-timed play there by Mosmer to bide his time on the top left and wait until overtime, where, you know, tensions are high, people aren't listening to Pharah rockets, to come in and get a sneaky barrage. And even if the barrage whiffed, they still had 2 ults left.
And now we're gonna see Ender going over to the DPS role, as maybe they weren't really liking his Alpha's DPS, as Smash Mouth is gonna go over to the Ashe, and Ender gonna be on the Junkrat, and it's gonna be a good. Junkrat can carry games. If I'm being honest, Junkrat can carry games in lower divisions like Tier 2, Tier 3, and Tier 1. And yeah, it's ridiculous how well a very low skilled hero like Junkrat can do in lower divisions. But they're going to use this Junkrat to hopefully get some get a good defensive rolling, as they did on Hanamura. And now they're gonna be going in. It's gonna be not really the team fights are not really started yet, and wasting time from the side of Blackout, and I don't think that's good if you are them.
If I'm Mosmer, I've already dueled Smash Mouth. Maybe come out on the Pharah instead on this map. You know, if it's not broke, don't fix it. And Mosmer, finally early pick on Smash Mouth.
Yeah, he is gonna finally early pick on Smash Mouth. He's gonna go in for the big slam, but he's gonna get slept. And now we're gonna see him not fall in the end. They're not the focus fire was not enough, and it's gonna be No Daylight going to be giving up this point very early, and Mosmer gonna get 2 in that fight. One with the punch, and then some primary fire kills from Mosmer. He's just looking very good and very solid on this Doomfist right now.
Yeah, Mossmer spent the last season inside of Tier 3, sitting on the relative bench of Death Watch, comes down to Tier 2 and is tearing it up. Right now.
I mean, it's kind of weird hands if you're the side of going down tiers is kind of weird hands, but I guess if you're not ready for the next tier, I mean, it makes sense. But Raichu again gonna get that nice headshot onto Smash Mouth, and the Mercy duel going in favor of Wizful, gonna get the pick, but it's gonna be Mossimer again. It's gonna get getting 2 and with the nano boost, and it's gonna be Seabass and Mossimer just doing it all for the side of Blackout.
4 minutes and 30 seconds they finished that map with. It's a really confident play there by Blackout. Maybe it was the D84 Soldier difference. He's not in. It's hard to counter the Mossimer Farah.
Yeah, and we're going to see Mossimer's Farah play again with this big barrage that he had earlier. It was a big anti-nade coming from Deanaster in that fight, and we're going to get the fork, and we're going to see the 4K again from him. And now we're going to be going up. It's going to be 2-1 for the side of Blackout. We're going to send it to another break, and we're going to be going into... Which map is next, Chabubba?
The next map is... I will look it up in a second, but for the matchup right...
It's Havana.
Okay.
Havana is next, but you go ahead.
Yeah, no Daylight and Blackout. Really, as projected, going blow to blow right now. There isn't a team that's edged out yet. Even though the score is 2-1, I would still say No Daylight has a chance to bring it back. Maybe if they win this next map, bring it to a map 5. That'll be good.
Yeah, and we're gonna send it to a quick break, and it is Blackout on match point. But if No Daylight can get it back, we're gonna go to map 5, and we will see you all in a moment. I need see you all on Havana. God darn it, I did it again, Chad. I forgot to update the caster overlay. But this time we're going into Havana. I don't got a cool little, I don't have my cool little animated map scenes now, but because, oh, what happened? Why is Havana? Okay, that's why. Because I have my things set up differently. Yeah, I saw that. I forgot to do the subs for the side of
Yeah.
Daylight. They're gonna have Rocco come in for Rage. They're gonna have Joe Wallaby coming in for Oscar. They're gonna have OG coming back in for D Naster. And we're gonna be going into Havana. And what do you expect to see from both of these teams?
D84 is back in. Havana is a map of long sight lines in the first and third points. I expect the I expect, of course, the Widow again. Widow and maybe if you're Mossmer, maybe come out with a Pharah.
Yeah.
But that's for a different reason. Pharah is really good with burst damage, and with the high mobility, she can really get into places where she's not meant to be.
Yeah, and especially with how well Mossmer's been doing on that Pharah, we should expect it to keep going that way for him. As he's just been nuts on this Pharah today and not really being contested. Maybe if they had what's his name, the guy that couldn't come back, the guy that DC'd earlier in the series.
DC 84 Soldier.
No, not him. The other guy.
Oh, Pathfinder. Yeah,
Yeah.
Pathfinder is their hit scan player.
Yeah, maybe if Pathfinder was here, it might be a different story. But now we're gonna see. We're going to see some more swaps going from both sides. As I'm gonna get that swapped in lobby so I don't mess that up. As Ender is going to be playing DPS for the side of No Daylight now, and it should be very interesting. They're pocketing. They're pocketing the Hanzo instead of the Ashe. Okay, but now they're getting over to the Ashe in the end. And then D8 Soldier gonna get the first pick onto Raichu. They're gonna res going out to him as well. So no res for this first engagement, but it's not gonna matter. Seabass gonna get Smash Mouth out of the fight. He's back in for the side of Blackout, and he's doing a lot for them already. Gonna look for some key hooks. Not gonna get the hook from on to D8 Soldier, and Ender going to get the pick on to Kasan, and Ender again gonna get a pick onto Raichu, and it's Ender switching over to the DPS role, looking good for that's gonna be a 3K in that fight for the new DPS player for the side of No Daylight.
Yeah, when I saw Ender on DPS, I was sort of skeptical at first, but it looks like it's going to be paying dividends as he gets another pick on Mossmer.
Yeah, he's just looking really good. Another one-shot potential character on the Hanzo if you can get that headshot going in, and he's doing that so far for the side of No Daylight, and they've got to keep their eye on him if you're Raichu. And there comes the Dragons out from Ender. Gonna get one with the headshot and one with the Dragons in the end, and Smash Mouth as well gonna get in on the kill feed.
Yeah, Ender seems to be the X factor they needed. Someone to kind of carry their game. The 84 Soldier was that, but whenever he DCs, he can't really do that. Kuroko coming out onto a Reinhardt.
Yeah, we're going to be switching comps completely. We're going to have now 2 shields on the side for the side of Blackout, and it's going to be Smash Mouth going to get that early pick onto Moss, and we're going to get another pick from Ender. And the Res going to get out, but then it's going to be another headshot coming from Ender. He's just popping off on this Hanzo roll, and that's what you need if you're gonna be playing the Hanzo. You need those headshot kills from your Hanzo player. As I said, they're one shot potential, or they're not potential. They're one shot. But now we're gonna see. We got 6 ultimates online for the side of No Daylight, and we're gonna. But it's gonna be Blackout who's gonna use their first ultimate, Graviton Surge, coming out from Dex Time. Gonna get a few people in it. Soldier gonna get the Bob out of the fight, and Smash Mouth going to get Sebas out of there as well, and they're gonna almost get him out of the fight, but he's gonna take a breather and gonna stay in the fight. Soldier and Ender popping off for the side of No Daylight. It's just looking better and better. It's going to be down to 50 seconds, 45 on the clock for Blackout to get this push, and D8-4 Soldier going to get a late pick onto Raichu.
Yeah, really strange play coming here by Blackout, subbing out their all-star main tank from last season, Rare Rage. Really kind of in my opinion, one of the better main tanks out of Tier 2, and they subbed him out to put in Koroko.
I mean, he's no Guav father, but still. And they're gonna get.
Yeah, but Guav is the true Chad of Tier 2.
Yeah, he is indeed, and it's gonna be this side of No Daylight. It's not gonna matter. Blackout's going to get all the picks they need in the end, but they might have a chance to recontest this as they hold it pretty close, Chabubba. And do you think they're going to have a chance to recontest this?
100%. All those picks came out pretty late. I think if they want to recontest it, they will. But if they don't want to, they can hold back and still have a decent hold.
Yeah, and they're going to use the dragons out early, and they're going to go into this. And it's going to get Ender. They're going to get Raichu out of the fight, and if they can get someone else, they could win this fight. And they're going to get the healer. They're going to get the healer out of this fight, but it's going to look 2 healers down from Ender, but it's going to be the side of Blackout taking a 0.1 of Havana after a very late stuff from Ender, not being able to, in the end, hold them that point.
Yeah, a really good play there by Blackout. Also, forcing out 2 really powerful ultimates, Nano and Dragons. It leaves Dex Time with no real combo to come out with his ultimate.
I don't think that's gonna matter though, as Ender's really just been popping off, and I think he can probably get the ultimate. But Raichu gonna get him out, and that's gonna be huge. But Smash Mouth's gonna get Seabass as well. So it's not going to matter, as now it's going to be No Daylight going to be starting the hold, and they're going to get their res onto their Ender carry at the moment. That's what he's doing for this side of No Daylight. He's just hard carrying this team, and then look at that. He's going to get that late pick onto Kusan.
Yeah, again, D84 Soldier making space, but Ender, the Grab Dragon is back up. Next time did not use his ultimate to be hooked into the enemy team, so we can do a really early grab there. Grab Dragon coming out from the side of.
It's just gonna be a huge grab.
Clinical.
But Wiseful gonna go down, but I think they might have the res. They do indeed have the res for Wiseful, and that's going to be a very big for them, as now they still have a key ultimate on it, but Vix Uzi gonna get hooked out there by Sebas. That's going to be big. They don't have that mercy anymore for the pocket potential onto D84 Soldier. And they're going to have to back it up a little bit, waiting for that respawn to come in. But D84 Soldier not going to need that pocket ash of the pocket. He's going to get that pick onto Koroko in the end, and it's going to Smash Mouth as well. The tire going to get Wizful out of the fight. And Raichu going to get 2 in the end. The healing coming in from the Moira. It's going to get Raichu topped back up. But it's looking good for No Daylight again as they get him out of the fight. And Wizful going to get win the Ana duel. And Smash Mouth going to get the hook kill on to Wallaby. There's a slam coming out from Koroko, but getting nothing. He's going to die in process. And there goes the Dragons onto the point. and it's got to be the side of No Daylight holding this before in Brewery.
Yeah, it was a really good hold by No Daylight. They kind of cycled the ultimates around, grab dragons, then Nano Pig, grab dragons and Nano Pig. It was really, kind of a clinical play there. Really signs for disciplined team. But again, on the side of Blackout, I thought they would stall out in first point, so I'm really impressed that they managed to push the card as far as they did.
Yeah, and now we're gonna. I think. If I'm being honest,
Orisa.
Oh,
Orisa.
why are you No, you're just you're just asking to get rolled now. Arisa's just awful now.
Oh wait. Oh, we got you baited.
We got you baited, but I'm glad we did get you baited. Is if they went for that Orisa, I think that would have been a throw pick and would have seen a No Daylight winning this map. But I still think No Daylight are going to win this map in the end. They're just looking very clinical now with Ender on the DPS. And we're going to see Mosimer on the Bastion.
Mosimer's a really flexible player. I think this is his 6th or 7th hero of the series.
Yeah, but I don't.
But maybe not Bastion, and especially in the position he's at, seems kind of out in the open.
Yeah, I don't. I get it. The shield's not being very meta. It's a good decision, as just does a lot of damage as Bastion, but.
Personally, I don't agree with the Bastion pick, but we'll see what they can do with it.
Yeah, I don't fully agree with it as well. And they're gonna get. Joe Wallaby might be going down here as both both Pocket Ashes, Ender again gonna get the first pick in the fight. He's been doing that all of Havana, and Mosimer going to get Smash Mouth out of the fight, but it's going to be res back up by Vic Zuzi, and we're gonna see if they can get this Bastion out of the fight, and if they do, I think it's going to be a very easy point win from. And they're going to Mosimer going down to Smash Mouth, and it's going to be a very easy point take for the side of No Daylight.
That's kind of one of the risks when you go with Bastion. It's very much a risk, high reward. As Ender's gonna throw dragons down mid street. It just doesn't seem to do a lot. They're kind of split out on the point. 84 Soldier, and 3 other people are holding points. Smash Mouth and Dextom are gonna be taking two of Blackout out. It's not looking very. You're not looking very confident if you're on the side of Blackout. Again, Mosimer on the Bastion.
Yeah, they're still on the Bastion pick. They're gonna go for the tank formation. And they're gonna get a pick with it in the end, but it's going to go down by Dex time, and it's looking good for No Daylight. They almost have that Graviton Surge online, that the key ultimate for them in the end. But there's going to be a big Nanty on to both of the tank and the side. The tanks. I don't know, man. It's just all
what
Ender.
Is this fight?
Ender, Dex time, Ender, Smash Mouth. It's going to be a tied up series. It's going to go to map 5.
What was that fight?
I don't actually know, but it's going to be. They just need to focus this Lucio out of the fight, and it's going to be the side of Daylight. No Daylight. Tying up the series 2-2, and we're going to go into map 5, Chabubba.
So Ender, really good on the Hanzo. I'm just gonna say that, but jeez, that last fight was sloppy on both sides.
Yeah, it's not really the cleanest fight in the world, but it got the job done.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, it was a broken fight, but it's still
Yeah, it should look at that kill participation from Ender, 66%. And we're going into map 5. It's going to be Busan. Oh my god, dang it! There we go. It's going to be Busan. It's going to be Busan for all the marbles. It's going to be for the top of division or tier 2.
Yeah, Division A, this is kind of it. You have No Daylight, Blackout, and Blueprint Chaos at the top right now. All 3 teams are lossless, so this could very much be number 1, 2, and 3. One of these 2 teams can find their way out of the postseason inside of this fight alone. And it's very much down to the wire. Map 5, Busan, No Daylight versus Blackout. The series is 2-2.
Yeah, and we don't have to send it to a break because we don't have to switch any sides. So we're gonna get
Joker,
right into it.
who do you think's gonna win this next map?
I think it's got to be Blackout. They had that. They looked so much better on Ilios, but Ilios and Busan are very different maps. But from how they did on Busan, I'm going to. Or sorry, not how well Blackout did on Ilios. I'm going to say Blackout. What about you?
I agree with the Blackout pick, and we're gonna see some sub. I'm gonna agree with the Blackout pick 100%. You know, they just dominated them on Ilios. Now it does depend on what maps come first, because if it's Busan downtown, D84 Soldier on the Widow, it doesn't seem to have a counterpart besides Raichu on Blackout, and he's not known for his Widowmaker. He is known for his Ash, which, although both snipers are played differently, you're gonna see some interesting picks coming in as Ko-Roko is gonna get subbed out for Rare Rage, and Joe Wallaby is also going to be coming out for Oscar.
I think we're all ready to go. I'm just waiting for Raichu to give us the ready, and then we're gonna send it into Busan, the ultimate map. The last one was the penultimate map. As I think, however, I think the Blackout have the upper hand in this map. I think since No Daylight had won that last map, they could have the upper hand with the momentum in their favor. And we're going to go into Busan right now, and we're going to see what map is going to, or which round of Busan is going to be first. And if it's going to be like mecha base, that could be very huge for No Daylight, as they don't have to play that far. And it's going to be mecha base.
And Mecha Base is gonna be kind of gonna be one where you can't play far on, but Mossimer on the Doomfist is gonna be kind of the X Factor pick. I know I've said that word a few times before, but X Factor pick gonna be kind of the difference maker here. Is his counterpart Ender on the Flex DPS gonna be picking Genji. Looks like a Nano the Blade comp coming out by No Daylight, with a double off tank look, as well as Pocket Ash. And the side of Blackout, kind of a Reinzar Doomfist Junkrat double main healer, gonna keep the sustain up as long as possible. Basically, Blackout's goal is to stay on the high ground until point unlocks, then hop on it. And No Daylight has almost the exact opposite kind of deal, putting the 84 Soldier on the opposing high ground and letting him shoot at shieldless targets.
Yeah, and he's getting some damage in on the Raichu right now, as Ender going in with his with a little bit of a pocket. He's gonna get no, he's not gonna get really any damage. He's going to go down to Mossimer's Doomfist, and Mossimer's Doomfist just looking like the X Factor, like you said. He's gonna get 3 in that fight. Rare Rage as well, going to be in on the kill feed. But it's looking like Mossimer gonna get 4 in the fight, and
Mossimer by far one of the better Doomfists inside of this league. I'm not sure if he's the Mania 405, but he's getting there.
Yeah, I mean, he's no Rainer Overwatch, but Ender gonna get the pick onto Mosmer in the end. And he's gonna go for a little flank around the side. He's gonna get the ante going on into the main tank of as Rare Rage going down to D8 for Soldier, and it's going to be a really easy recap for the side of No Daylight.
Yeah, really good play there by Ender, getting on the flank. But before that, picking off his counterpart on Mosmer. Really kind of one of those targets you need to eliminate before you push in.
Yeah, and Ultimate's on the side, on the favor of Blackout, but it's not gonna really Goats. This isn't Goats. It's not going to matter as much as. But Raichu gonna get 2 in the fight with the Junkrat tire. And it's going to be, it should be a very easy retake for them in the end, as Sebas gonna get Soldier and Kusan gonna get Smash Mouth, and there goes Mosmer as again gonna get in on the kill feed with the Doomfist, and it's gonna be getting the point recaptured as No Daylight getting up to 40%.
Yeah, a really good play there by Raichu W. Gonna be able to get it. The pause is gonna come in as Wiseful is DC'd.
Yep, it's going in, and now that we are in a pause phase, what do you think is going to happen in this next fight, Chabubba? I think it's going to be a very alt-heavy from both sides.
Yeah, it's gonna be a very ult-heavy fight. You got just an insane amount of ults. You got 5, well, almost 5 for No Daylight. You have 3 coming up for Blackout, trying to make a hold happen here on this team.
Yeah, I think if I'm gonna have to say it, it's going to be No Daylight who wins this fight. They have to take a little bit of time since whoever DC'd there, I forget their name, Wiseful. Wiseful, whatever their name is, they're not going to be able to re-engage without that main source of healing of that Ana. So it's going to take a little bit of time, but still in the end, I think they're going to win out this fight. They have the Graviton Surge online. They're going to have the they're gonna have.
You got Space Jam.
Yeah, they're gonna have Space Jam, and I think that's going to be really the key because they don't have any support ultimates online to really counteract it. Besides the Immortality Field, which is pretty much an ultimate in itself. But if Oscar can keep his Immortality Field for the Space Jam. I think this side of Blackout can win this fight, but if they don't, it's gonna go on the side of No Daylight.
Yeah, I would arguably disagree. It looks like Blackout has the counter to Space Jam, and has the counter to the grab with Oscar and his Immort Field, but No Daylight doesn't have that. They're gonna come back. They need to regroup with this DC and figure stuff out. And also on the side of Blackout, you got pretty clean ult combo. Throw the grav down, Doomfist comes out of the sky. Pretty cut and dry stuff right there.
Yeah, it's gonna be really whoever uses their ultimates the best. And we're still waiting for that reconnect from Wiseful, and I hope it gets back in this time, because it's not looking good for they still have a decent amount of time to get back in this into the game, but it's not looking good right now as Wiseful has not reconnected, and I don't know, Chabubba. Do you think they're gonna get back in time? It's past my bedtime.
Yeah, it is 9:38, but you know the casting doesn't stop.
The casting doesn't stop, indeed. And oh
I'm
my
so glad this is the last map. I have to admit.
Me too, man. Me too. And but we still have at least one more
Oh
round of it.
God.
We have at least one more round of it. Maybe two, depending on what happens in the second round. And
You know, a lot of DCs going on the side of no daylight.
maybe
And like the
maybe it's their play, Chabubba. Maybe they
Maybe.
DC when they're losing, and they
Yeah.
come when they come and then they come back and then they win. I mean, it hasn't really worked out for them in the long run, but hey, man, I mean, who knows, man? Who knows? As I'm gonna open some Snapchats on stream, because I got
on stream.
some females Snapchatting me, you know, even though I'm a lonely individual. Nothing interesting from me. I'm tired, man. Just get this person back
Yeah.
in the game.
They have 5 minutes still.
Oh my god. I don't want it to end like,
Catpack.
Cat Pack
Cat-
indeed.
Catpack Galaxy match where it was basically 4-0, but Ace Typo couldn't come back in time.
Yeah.
They didn't have an extra player, so an eligible player, so they had to forfeit the map as Eichenwald. Could have started the reverse sweep, but Catpack wasn't in the mood for it.
Oh!
Well, anyways,
There we go. Thank you. I'm so tired, bro. Alcohol makes me
Got ready
tired,
from-
Chabubba.
yeah, ready from Blackout. We're looking at the ready from No Daylight.
I pinged up.
And we got ready from both sides.
Okay, we're gonna bring it back into the game now. As
Uh-oh, stank eye. Ugh.
D8 soldier are going to have very low in the fight. We're gonna use the they're not gonna use the nano boost because it's kind of hard to use the nano boost way after you DC. But there's can't get that. There's a way to maintain alt percentage, but we don't have that workshop code. The Doomfist ultimate coming out from Blossomer. Not going to get anyone. He's going to go down very low. We're going to get hell from Ender. Ender going to get the pick. And there goes the... No picks from Space Jam, but it's going to look like Ender's going to get two in that fight, and it's going to be Smash Mouth and D8 Soldier as well. Ender getting 3, and it's going to be that No Daylight getting over... getting a capture percentage in their favor again.
Very questionable out there by Mossmer. You have the combo, or you have the combo of Space Jam. Just threw that out the window.
Yeah, now it's looking, they didn't use any ultimates in this fight besides Mossmer's ultimate, so they have, on the side of Blackout, have the tools to get back, and then they're going to use the Junkrat tire there, and it's going to be Raichu getting 2 with the Junkrat tire. Mossmer going to get with the Seismic Slam as well, and Raichu going to get 3 in the end, and then it's going to go Wishful off the side of the map because of Mossmer, and it's going to be the side of Blackout most likely winning this round of Busan.
Does look like No Daylight's gonna have a touch here. If Dextime can make it to point, which he will, and Ender's gonna be touch on point too, as Raichu goes down due to a punch.
Yeah, it's gonna be huge. They don't have that main source of healing or damage. Sorry, from the side of Blackout now, and they're gonna use the Coalescence to heal Rare Rage back up in the fight, and it's gonna be Seabass and Mossmer getting 2 in the fight, and it's going to be Blackout taking this ultimate round of Busan up 1-0 and
God.
Wistful leaving the game again. And we're back. She's back. We're back. She's back. I don't really care, man. If you want to take the, bro, if you want to take it like that, take it like that. I don't really care. We're gonna send it back into the game. I don't care. I don't really care, man. I just want this to be over. And they're gonna be going over to the Echo, something that's not been really played since her release, as some of those nerfs coming in onto her were pretty big. But we're gonna see how well Ender can do with this with Echo. It's gonna be big. The copied not Winston. The copied Reinhardt could be huge for them, and
You know, I was just I was just in a Minos scrim where Scoldy got a 6K with Echo, and it's really an impactful play, inspirational. Some might say is Rare Rage will find next time, as he's the first person on No Daylight to go Reinhardt.
Yeah, and I don't think you really want that after your Reinhardt going down early in the fight, unless you're Bumper and the Vancouver Titans. But I don't think this is Vancouver Titans. And there goes Ender getting the pick on the Raichu in the early bits of this fight, and he's gonna get another pick as well for on to Oscar. And it's looking good for No Daylight to capture this point back up. But Kasan
Early Nano.
Yeah, Kasan gonna get the pick onto Ender, but D84 Soldier gonna get a Mossimer out of the fight. Kasan using his Coalescence, and Dex time going down. It's just
Rare Rage putting his German, you know, dodging the snipers, as you would say, sitting on top of point. Is going to be Ender, one of the only players left for this team to be contesting.
That's an interesting, interesting Bob usage. You didn't really need this, and you didn't. And another duplicate coming out from Ender. I guess they definitely want to win this fight right now. But Mossum are going to get the pick in the end, and it's not looking good for the side of No Daylight, as they've invested many ultimates in this fight, and they haven't.
Another.
Yeah, and another ultimate in this fight, and it's nothing's going their way.
Yeah, they used almost every single one of their ultimates. Vix. Yeah, I do believe they used 6 ults in that fight.
That you can't be doing that in a lost fight like that. I mean, of course you think it's winnable, but you gotta at some point you gotta say stop using ultimates and get out of the fight. Mossimer going down very low, but you're gonna get out of there before anything can happen. The shot's missing from D84 Soldier onto the Baptiste. We're gonna have the nano boost going into I believe Smash Mouth. I'm not gonna get anything doing with it, and they're gonna go DX time getting picks in out the wazoo. DX time with 2 in that fight. Ender as well getting in back in on the kill feed, and now it's going to be No Daylight starting their capture percentage on downtown of Busan, and it's looking good for them now as the ultimates are now in their favor.
Yeah, it looks like it was going to be a 99-0 capture point. We're all going to go home, but, you know, No Daylight had different ideas, as they're going to take the point, start taking up their own time, but a lot of ults on the side of Blackout.
Yeah, and Rare Rage going to get the slept, and D84 Soldier going to go down, and it's going to be the side of No Daylight getting the kills necessary to hold this out for longer. Mossimer going to get a punch in, but not going to get any kills with it. And it's going to be up to 45%. And ultimates still in the favor of No Daylight, because they didn't have to use any in that last fight.
Yeah, really one-sided first 2 fights turned into this, and now a lot of ults on both sides.
And Raichu and Ender going to counter each other. There goes Dex. The Dex is Ryan and still the same as I remember it. He's gonna be going charging in the back lines with no care in the world, and he's gonna still get a pick. And it's going to be both the side of No Daylight used all their ultimates that last fight. And now it's looking good for Blackout to get back in this fight. But Mosimer going down in that going down is very big, but it's still four ultimates on the side of Blackout. You gotta like their but T84 Soldier getting counteracting one of the ultimates in the end. It's not looking good now for Blackout. So it's going to go in on the Mosimer gonna get no one with his ultimate as well, and it's going to be going over to the side of Blackout, and they're going to get two. Seabass going to get two in that fight, and it's going to be Blackout taking this series 3-2.
What a nail biter. You know, a fight until the end.
Yeah, that's good stuff from both sides, but Blackout going to be the victors in this one. From some very carry performances from their DPS line.
Yeah, if you had to name it one player of the match for each side, who would they be and why?
I'm gonna go with for the side of No Daylight. It's gotta be Ender.
No brainer.
Yeah, it's just no brainer. And from the side of Blackout, I'm gonna go with Raichu.
Yeah, I agree with the Raichu pick. He seemed to be comfortable on both of his two mains. You know, the Ash and the Junkrat. Don't have to sub anyone in as long as you just keep him in there. He just seemed to make plays where it didn't need to seem. And for Ender, I think he's a really good pick as well. Maybe an honorable mention, just because No Daylight did not come out with the W. But if they did, Ender would have been the pick 100%.
100%.
On the Roadhog, carried Hanamura. Then he switched off Rialto, his playground. Absolute monster.
Yeah, he was just incredible, and I hope to see more from him in the future, maybe joining other leagues. I don't remember him in like a CGL or a CCC. And maybe we'll see him branch out into those tournaments and maybe pop off there as well. But it's been a real one. It's been about almost 2 hours of a cast, and the disconnects and such. But it's been me and Chabubba here casting this the Better Academy Season 4 tournament. This has been the Week 3 matchup of No Daylight versus Blackout. And Blackout taking this series 3-2. And cementing their hold on top of Division A. Thank you all for watching. Again, it's been me and Chabubba, and we will see you all in the next cast. Peace and goodbye.